Hey guys, this is Lena Email. People may know me, Sophia. I go to Webster. Uh, for half a year, I went to graduate school, and this is kind of the reason why. So, if you want to listen, what injury is and causes and stereotypes too during this broadcast. And here we go. So, my story when I was about third grade, and through me a link that will be appropriate for any age. A lot of issues with computer, and within fifth or sixth grade, I started living with my dad for a total of 9 months. Uh, Around the first month, I told my dad that I had suicidal thoughts, that I thought about hanging myself. So I went to the hospital for the first time, and then later on I learned about self-injury program that's supposed to help. So during this process of therapy, I learned about self-injury and I started cutting. And I did it where no one would see, because one of the stereotypes is that self-injurers do it for attention. Well, mine were hidden for a reason. No one wanted to know. No one knew me. I was being bullied, I was alone, and I was between houses and just didn't know what else to do. It went on for years, and I've been in a hospital multiple times. Every time I stopped, it got worse for a little bit, and then in November last year, I got so down. I cheated on my boyfriend, and I hated myself for it. I I couldn't believe I hurt a friend like that, and it was for drugs. And this dude, he was he was nothing to me when my friend was everything to me. He meant my world, and I uh, November 5th was my little sister's birthday, and I overdosed. I took over 2 handfuls of my medicine. I It was over 50 pills, and then I woke up 2 hours later and was throwing up in my bed, face forward. After the third barf, my dad came in and he thought I was dreaming until I personally had to tell him that I overdosed and my wrists were bleeding and that my pill bottle, where the pill bottles were. This was horrifying considering I was screaming, couldn't move, and all and my sisters were awake and they were crying, and I did it on my little sister's birthday. I never meant to hurt her, and I know she thinks about it every time. And there's so much more to the story than people know and that I care to share. But I have been self-injury free for about 3 months. My birthday's coming up, and most people don't realize this, but I am 13. I act more mature, and I have been through so much more stuff than most people know. It is hard to do something like this. It is hard to self-injure, and it is hard to commit suicide. You really have to push someone. Because I died when I was that night. I died in the hospital. So you really had to push someone to do that. It's not easy to take your own life. But I couldn't ask for anything else now. Because I love myself, I love others, and I wouldn't be able to do what I do without my past. I couldn't draw, I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be spreading a message to other people. And self-injury isn't just cutting. It's burning, it's bulimia, it's anorexia, it's any removal of unnecessary body parts, it's all that. And drugs, alcohol, that's self-injury. Almost everyone does it, and they make jokes like, I wish my lawn was emo so it would cut itself. I didn't dress like this till this year. It's not like emo means that you cut. There are a lot of emos that don't cut. And there are people that aren't emo and they cut. So why is it so something and it's not? My life wasn't a joke. My life isn't a joke. It's not like I don't care if I live or not. I do. It's hard to care though when everyone else pushes you away. So a little bit of information about self-injury is that it can be any form of hurting yourself. It can be scratching, it's anything that is breaking the skin or that is not needed to the body. So self-injury is not a joking matter. Really not. People taking that as one, but it's not. And nothing you do will help them unless they want help. So joking about it, saying it's an addiction, it's not. It's not an addiction. It's just something that's really hard to get over. So stop joking about it. Just stop. If you see someone that's cutting, go walk up to them and give them a hug. That's all they need. That's all anyone really needs. When someone's having a bad day, you don't push them around. You help them. I went through therapy. I It took me till now to stop injuring. For 3 years, yeah, 3 years I have been injuring. Like I said, I'm 14. There are people that have done it all their lives or are just starting now and they're middle aged and it's not even, it's hard to explain and it is a difficult topic. But not everyone does this for attention. Not everyone is happy with themselves. Not everyone is have a has a large self-esteem. It is difficult to love yourself, and it's even more difficult, therefore, to love others. And it's life is difficult, so you gotta help others through what they're going through, get yourself through it, and believe in others that they can do it too. When someone needs a helping hand, that's what you do. It's like Rachel's challenge. One link can make multiple. It's not end all be all if your link ends. It will start another chain reaction. It will spiral and it will rise again. You just gotta believe. Even if you don't believe in the God. I don't, but that's my preference. I'm lesbian. It's just a title. It's a title that people give each other because they want to label. Labeling is so easy to do in this society. It's not necessary, but we do it anyways. Why can't we just be one person? Why can't we just be a friend? Why do we have to be the gays or the emos or the self-injurer or the popular kids? It's just no. So if you see someone in the hall at your school and you want to say or they are looking down all the time, stop them, talk to them, say hello world. To one person, you are the world. You can do that. You can stop injuring too if you are an injurer. So just believe in everything around you. And I have gotten through this. I have two sisters, and it is hard. It is hard to live through abuse and neglect and being poor as crap and just still finding your way through. And I love you all, guys. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comment below. Thank you.